Hey there folks, rinimt here, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers. In the last part, we started into the role quest for level 74 after wrapping up some side quests. Let's finish up those role quests. What do you say? The scientific method. Bloody ho! Looks like you've been training hard. In fact, your muscles are so much bigger, so much like there's 3 of you. Yes, I'm joking, it's enough. But you do seem stronger. I don't suppose you came up with a clever plan for stopping Silverstream while you were at it? Don't worry, I have another test in mind that'll get us some more information. Then we'll be better set to think of something. We'll be killing seniors again, but this time you're healing them. Well, trying to anyhow. I don't expect it to work. Seniors ain't like us, they're like any sort of normal creatures. But seeing as your healing magic failed to heal them, but by seeing your healing magic fail to heal them, we should learn why it don't work. And then maybe we can figure out what's so different about Silverstein. I've heard from folks passing through the stray seniors on their way to Alvarang pretty often. Meet me in Mortzuk and be ready for carnage. Alright. Drinking again. You know, I heard that the liquor here ain't fit to drink, but it's not half bad. Gets the job done with a real kick. Oh, I know what you're thinking. Badger's always downing one ale or another, you think to yourself. And so good at it, too. I'm uncontrollably jealous. I just can't take anymore. And you quietly weep on the inside. I'm sympathetic, I am. My drinking is important? No, indispensable. Dwarves get fiercer the more they drink. Really feels the fire within. I can see it, don't believe me. Fine, leave me no choice. I'll show you. Go on ahead and dice some seniors in the time it takes you to finish off this Mord swill here. Just gulp that down and come find me southeast of here, and you'll see. I'm scared. A half-inch bottle of alcohol, apparently purchased by Geo, sits on the mat. The local concoction within is a deep brown, and from it wafts a stench that can only be described as atrocious. Hells no, but okay. Let's do it. You hold your nose and gulp down the remaining liquid. At first you taste only pure Chirugen's alcohol, but then you note the aftertaste. It's the flavor of slightly more potable alcohol, with a hint of feet. Amazing! You finished! Of all non-Mord customers, only you and Dwarf ever drink so much. Oh god, I feel sick just thinking about it. No hunt? No hunt. See, your average senior is no match for me. Not with the power of tradition and alcohol on my side. As a matter of fact, I put down another before I got around to this one here, but I did the job a bit too well. Really mangled the thing. It was pretty gross, flattened in all the wrong places with bits poking out and the like, so I got it out of here. Anyway, you get the idea. I drink a lot, I kill stuff. You have to admit that it's an effective strategy. And now that we've got our senior patient, you can try out your healing eye. Go on. Does this count? No, because it doesn't target them. Do I have to actually, like, interact with it? Yes! Yes, I do. As I thought, nothing. Did you figure out the why of it? I think I was never really alive to begin with. You're right on that one. Seniors may look like people or beasts, but it's like they're just pretending. They're not truly alive. Only the light drives them, keeps them going like wand in an automaton. And healing magic ain't meant for restoring life to something that didn't have one to begin with. But Silverstein's power ain't like the healing magic we know. What is it? I also wonder why it don't come and revive this one. This is just too far away to now take notice. And again, never heard tell of it appearing at Holminster switched neither, and so many seniors got killed there that you'd think it would take note eventually. So why only resurrect some seniors, not others? Ah, this is all so much thinking, not enough drinking! To the Crystarium. That's it? Is this really gonna be the that's it moment of healer? I guess it is. The more stuff's alright, but this here is fine now. At least that's what my body tells me, and I always listen. That's how I keep my muscles primed and my spirits high. Speaking of, would it kill you to relax a little? Being so serious all the time can't be good for you. And the silent staring just makes you seem morose. We won't kill self-esteem any faster for not drinking, that's for sure. Nothing comes easy, it's just sober folks. And that's why I need a few more in me before I can really get to work figuring out why self-esteem does what it does. I keep feeling like I'm missing something obvious, but... Defined by loss. Sorry to have kept you waiting, Sinner. I'm sure you're eager to get back to it as I am. As am I. Trouble is, in your absence, I have failed to turn up any information as to the whereabouts of the Kaiosine. There is one line of inquiry I've yet to pursue, though. The Fangs of Orthos. The bracelet my beloved was supposed to restore and that the Ether took with him when he left Right. Seniors are mindless fiends driven only by base instinct. Everyone knows that. They have no need for worldly possessions. Yet the Kaiosine took the bracelet anyway, which can only mean that there's something unique about this particular antique, or the soulless bastard's somehow different from the rest of his ilk. Either way, I think we need to learn more about the Fangs of Orthos, and I know just the man to ask, the Yomoran trader who commissioned Melinda's services. Much as I'd like to question myself, though, I don't think that's an option. Even though the Kaiosine's attack a year ago is common knowledge, I doubt the trader will believe that an eater stole his precious trinket. He's more likely to accuse me of theft and have me clapped in irons. So I'm afraid you'll have to go with my stat, Arya. Melinda said he was a regular at the Beehive, so try looking for him first. I have to walk there, you know. Where are they? They're back there. It's with the pleasure that is your company. The Fangs of Orthos, you say? How very interesting. I should be glad to tell you everything that I know, under the assumption that should you recover it, you will see it return to its rightful owner at once. I purchased the bracelet from a traveling peddler who claimed it was a relic of Wilbur, that glorious kingdom that fell with the flood like so many others. He spoke true, from what I can tell, and I intended to sell it to a collector here for a tidy profit. After having it properly restored by an artisan in Rhyme, well, she was one of several casualties of a senior attack, during which the Fangs of Orthos mysteriously vanished. I have, of course, been keeping in touch with several contacts on the off chance that the thief might attempt to sell it. They have not, regrettably, but a piece of similar design did recently surface in Mordsook, I'm told. So I dispatched an agent to investigate, but you seem more than capable of fulfilling that role. As for incentive, you may be assured that any information that aids me in the acquisition of the Fangs of Orthos or similar relics will be rewarded. Okay. So, what does our industrious patron have to say? So he thinks it was stolen, eh? Just as well. We'd probably not know where to head next if it wasn't for its distrusting nature. If this piece of similar design is related to the Fangs of Orthos, then it might attract the Kaiosine's attention, assuming it hasn't already. Let's go. Okay, let's go. These do not make me go far. Fine weather we're having today in Mordsook, isn't it? Yes! Great, it's very bright. No such thing as a thing without value. That's the creed of these folk. We'll find no shortage of Vulbarites here in Katir. Finding the right one, on the other hand, is a challenge. I said divide and conquer as before. We got Zinzin. Excuse me. Well met, well met. How may I be of service to you? Oh ho, Choco once belonged to Vulgarite royalty, you say? If only I had such a remarkable treasure in my possession, but no, I do not. In all my years here, I've never even heard of someone unearthing such a thing. Yeah, stay in business with me, traveler. Ah, the Vulgarite choker. Is that what all the fuss is about? Then you're in luck, for my husband has yet to sell it. Once we realize how valuable it is, though, he insists on carrying it with him at all times. If you're not willing to wait for him to return, you could try to find him at the ruins, or he's scavenging for relics. And they're not far. You're gonna make me walk again, aren't you? What news, friend? Ha! To think it was that easy! You've the luck of the Fae. We need to hurry. My theory is correct. Then so long as that scavenger has a choker, he's a target for decassing. We're warping. I ain't walking. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Take a peek around the corner here. No hunt. You stay over there. I'll stay over here. Deal? Deal. No, no, no! Ha! I hit the cutscene first! I hit the cutscene first. Mercy! Mercy! Take whatever you want, but please! Don't kill me. I have a family. Please, I'm begging. Oh. And now you told me I'm still my friend. No? No friend? No friend. Cool. I can deal with that. I don't think so. I have to find my stun button there. Well, that was a flop. Also, he's not inside the end. He's over here. Gosh dang it. Next to a corpse. Well then. Shame you missed the fun. This one bit off a bit more than he could chew. Probably because it was a newborn. You can tell by the lingering vestiges of intelligence in himself. You can see it in their eyes. Like when decassing. Don't tell me. You saw him. Wicked white! He took the choker too! Damn it! Damn it all! Can't keep getting away with it. He can't keep getting away with it. It's just like right I was too late to save him, just like I was too late to save her. But not again! Never again! I'll hunt you to the ends of the world, decasting. Vengeance will be mine. Right, yes. Neither time nor the place more years could be about. It's just, every time I cut one down, it reminds me of my first. Of her. Alright, let's head to Blacksmith too. Oh, you're way up there. Why would you do this to me? This could be worse, I guess. We may have failed to stop him this time, but what matters is that we will both live to see another day. Pity the scavenger didn't, and the wife doesn't yet know she's become a widow. Stop it. I'll tell her what happened. I've been there, so maybe it'll help me to find the right words. Not that there ever are any. Afterwards, I'll have a good think about it next step. Don't let me keep you from your other affairs, Arya. Speak again soon. By soon, you mean level 76? Because I think that's what soon is. However, I think what soon is let's go to the Crystarium and continue the story! Also, I just realized I've had my PS5 on in the background this entire time, so I apologize if that came through. Yeah. Anyways, a party soon divided. Good morning to you, miss. I do hope you are well rested. Dexter and your companions are presently gathered in the ocular. He asks that you convene with them at your earliest convenience. Fine. I suppose I will.
Ah, there you are. You're just in time to welcome our guest.
Please. Did I not explicitly tell you that we would be meeting again soon? Lest you forget, I made you a promise. I have no intention of meddling with your mission. I come only to observe. Your Exarch friend in particular has piqued my curiosity. Summoning you all like that. Most impressive.
You honestly expect us to believe you've come only to observe? Or that you might deign to lift a finger to aid our cause if called upon? Even if there were a sliver of truth in your words, I would never accept your help. Not in my darkest hour. Not after all the suffering your kind has wrought.
So petty. I meant what I said, and I said what I meant. Wage your war against the Sin Eaters, put each and every Light Warden to the sword, prove yourselves heroes, brave and true, and I will be glad to embrace you as allies. Allies worthy of bearing the burden of truth. Surely such a partnership would be preferable to yet another round of fisticuffs. And thus did the olive branch wither and die. Pity. Well, let no man say I did not try, futile as it was. Though I suspect you will seek me out when you grow tired of making the same mistakes. Difficult decisions lie ahead of you. Decisions best made with the benefit of knowledge to which only the eternal are privy. For now, I shall resume my shadowy vigil. Whatever you choose to do, make sure it's worth watching, would you?
What was that all about?
A vain attempt to make us doubt our chosen course, most like. As if we'd believe a word that passed his lips. Unless you think there is some truth in what he says.
Colonel, perhaps?
If he simply meant to lead us astray, he could have done so without revealing himself. At least, not in the manner he did. It goes without saying that an alliance with the Ascians is out of the question. But since we have no way of knowing where they might be hiding, it seems only logical to press on with our mission, even if our enemy seems content for it to succeed.
Then let us discuss the Sin Eaters. I would begin by thanking you all for your efforts thus far. In striking down the Light Wardens of Lakeland and Ilmeg, you have accomplished more in your short time here than all of our forces managed in the last century.
That may be, but the Wardens of Calusia, Armareng, and Raktika remain.
Indeed, and their precise whereabouts are as yet unknown. Which is why I propose we divide our forces and conduct a systematic survey of each region. Once we have found our quarry, we may then determine how best to proceed.
I'll take Armareng in that case. I know the lie of the land well enough.
If there are no objections, I will make for Calusia. I have connections there both in and around Yulmore that may prove useful.
Then I would ask that you journey to Raktika. There you will find Y'shtola. With her assistance, I doubt the Warden will evade your grasp for long.
Is Y'shtola the conjurer you and Urianger used to talk about?
That's right. Though we haven't spoken much since she left for the forest.
I fear I may be to blame for that. I had every intention of relaying the news of your arrival, but she is disinclined to speak with me. You have visited her, have you not? Might I trouble you to...
'Twould be no trouble.
My thanks. While you are all out in the field, I shall be here attending to business. I had somewhat fancifully contemplated joining the search myself, but other matters demand my attention.
What's that?
A missive from Lord Vorthry. He invites me to join him in Yulmore to discuss the recent conflict at Lida Luran.
And? Did he even bother to offer any bait? It's obviously a trap.
I should be surprised if it were not. Nevertheless, I must seize this opportunity to speak with him, even if only a few words are exchanged. Though my power will be much diminished so far from the tower, it is a risk I am willing to take. Master Alphino, might I impose upon you to accompany me to Yulmore prior to beginning your reconnaissance?
Of course.
Then let us make ready. Safe travels to you all.
Can I see something from here? Yes! Before you leave, I would make a request of you. There is a church, or rather the ruins of a church at Fort Jaw. I ask that you go there before seeking out Y'shtola. It was a place where people once gathered to worship the light. Alas, it has long since fallen into disuse. Yet within that hall there remains a tablet whose writings I believe may prove of use to Y'shtola. At the very least, such a relic would make a suitable gift for your reunion. A most considerate proposal. Very well. Ere we depart to Braktika, we shall journey onto Fort Jaw that we might secure this relic. So, first, there's an S-ring. Where are we gathering? Over here. Cool. I don't remember if I've shown this one before, but we're doing it. This is Salt and Light. So Salt and Light is the S rank of the locks. Yeah, so to spawn this guy, you have to throw away 50 items. Discard 50 items. 50 singular items. Can that just be a stack of 50 items? Yeah. Yeah. My preferred way to do this is to buy just 50 singular cheapo swords, because otherwise you're unstacking a lot of stuff. Or if you happen to need to clean your inventory, this is a good way to do it too. And you just don't want to sell nonsense. It's just going to be like 1 gil. So that's the ways I like to spawn this guy. I'm sure everyone has their own way of getting the trash to spawn them. Alright, I just want to make sure it was actually like gold. So yeah, this is on light. Very, very similar to the Alexander 3 boss in terms of moves. Basically just a buff up version of that particular boss. This is another way to learn Protean Wave for blue mages if you don't want to do Alexander. When he does Feral Fluid, he's gonna do a proximity. Also, why is my music's so delayed? Yeah, so he'll do Feral Fluid into a proximity. You obviously want to run out from that. After he does that, he can start using Protean Wave, I believe. So he's apparently trying to use Brine Bomb. Yeah, there's Protean Wave. Yeah, so that's a blue mage skill. Yeah. This guy, in terms of spawning stuff, isn't, like, terrible. Like, it's just annoying just discarding this stuff, and obviously if it doesn't spawn, it's like, well, there went 50 items. So, anyways, let's head to Fort Jaw now. There's Urianger. Here amidst these ruins, we'll find the Church of the First Light, and within that hallowed hall, the tablet we seek. Time is of the essence, my friends. Let us be quick. Oh, the faith! At the height of Lakeland's prosperity, these sites served not as man's final bastion, but as a testament to his ingenuity and architectural prowess. The Church of the First Light was responsible for many such marvels, building majestic chapels in every corner of the realm. Alas, the flood, with its inexorable tides, would drown nigh every one, and did all but put an end to the religion as a whole. The creatures which then did rise from that fulgent deluge were seen as agents of divine punishment, sent to devour sin and sinner both, whence came the name of Sin Eater. People were lost, seemingly forsaken by their god. Yet where there is light, there hath ever been shade, and 'twas in the dark they sought solace. The most devout of these worshippers of Shadow did then migrate to the Raktika Greatwood, but that is a tale for another time. For now, let us find what remaineth of the chapel here. Okay. Wait, no! Why are there more quests? Why? Where are you? I'm annoyed now. No. Oh, there's clearly stairs right here. Okay. Cool. Aye, this is indeed the church we seek. It's surprisingly intact. Well, little is left of the churches I've seen until now has always borne the scars of decades of disuse. Its subterranean construction hath done much to protect the hall from the ravages of time, yet the reason for its remarkable preservation may be deduced from its decoration. As faith in the light did wane, so rose reverence for the dark. And its followers did want for places of worship. To be plain, the standards which do adorn these walls belong not to those who built them, but to worshippers of the dark, the knights blessed. Who subsequently migrated to Raktika, yes? Indeed, 'twas beneath the shaded boughs of the Raktika Greatwood that they finally found sanctuary. Often many times did Yulmar make spurious overtures of friendship unto them, but they are no fools. The Exarch knoweth full well that Ishtola, in her seclusion, doth labor to learn all she may of the blessed in their past. 'Tis why she sent us here, I now see. Or why he sent us here. The tablet of which he spoke no doubt provideth the glimpse into the history that she so yearneth to comprehend. Well then, we'd better hurry up and find it. Oh, yeah. Now I have to wait for everything to load again. Are you kidding me? Okay. Search your surroundings for the tablet. You may move the camera as well as zoom in and out. Tell me what this infernal tablet even looks like? Were the tablet of fragment of Holy Scripture, it would most assuredly rest here on this altar. Yet this would, I presume, also have been where the blessed placed the fonts of seeing used in the practice of their faith. Whither then would they have sent the tablet? I can barely see my hand from my face. If only that torch were a little closer. Wait, I just had something? I swear I just had something. No, I guess that's just me clicking. Hold up. You located the tablet. Yay! Victory! Within the altar, thou sayest. Not escapeth thine eye, 'twould seem. This is indeed the tablet we seek. Curious, these engravings predate the Knights Blessed. If I'm not mistaken, they are written in the script of the ancient empire of Ronka, whose capital once stood in the midst of what is now Raktika. 'Twill be no small matter to decipher them. A fine gift for our seer of truth, displaying the extract to understand the Y'shtola only too well. But come, let's quit this place and make ready for our journey into the woods. Into the dark. Ere we depart, there is a custom of the Knights Blessed which I feel compelled to elucidate. As one might expect, they deem light to be of Orin, and everything it touches be foul. Thus do they take the utmost pains to protect all they can from its taint, including their very names. To speak plain, it is the belief of the Blessed that one's own name must never be uttered in the light of the everlasting day. Yet this commandment precludeth not the use of another's. Most of parents protect their children, and in rare cases master their disciples. So it is that Y'shtola hath taken the name of Master Matoya. Lest we offend them, I bid you not speak her true name in the Blessed's presence. With that in mind, let's speak with the guard who keepeth vigil at the great woods border. Oriange! Why are you so difficult? But first, there's some claws. Okay. It's okay. We got this. Lofty goals. Fools, the lot of them. How can they fail to comprehend the profound significance of my failure? Have I truly no recourse but to put my life in mortal danger in pursuit of knowledge? Oh, woe is me. Oh, hello there. Forgive me if I seem a bit flustered. I'm a scholar specializing in historical architecture, and I have in mind to pay a visit to Laxton Loft, and I might assess the full extent of the damages sustained in the recent stand against the Yulmoran forces. I had assumed that the Crystarium Guard would be escorting me there to ensure my safety, but they insist they cannot spare a single man for the task. Why, it's almost as if they believe my research to be of less than the utmost importance. What's that? Not only have you set foot inside the castle, you fought in the battle itself. Truly, fortune smiles upon me today. Will you be so kind as to accompany me on my expedition? You would, of course, be handsomely compensated for your services. Okay. Splendid, then let's be off. This research has waited far too long already. Okay. Nope. Thank you. Of graveyards and gremlins. Oh, good traveler, thank the gods you're here. You must simply help deliver us from our unending nightmare. I speak, of course, of those goddamn gremlins who keep sneaking into the file of the graves from behind our fort. Time and again have I and my fellow guards chased them away, only to see them come back in hordes, cackling and sniggering all the way. As if that weren't bad enough, they continuously berate us with an array of vulgar aspersions that, rather surprisingly given their limited intellect, more often than not hit painfully close to home. It's gotten so bad that one of our men was that was definitely not me. He's been crying to his pillow after the last such attack. Well, I can tell you're not one to let their words wound you, am I right? Of course I am, so I beg of you. Go forth to the graveyard and be the gremlin's mighty hero we need. Ugh, you had one job. Oh, curse my clumsy feet. Really not this time. I was on my way back from an assignment in weathering when, would you believe it, I slipped and fell, sending the sack I was carrying flying out of my hand and high into the heavens. And as if that wasn't bad enough, a massive beast came out from nowhere, snatched up my precious belongings in a straw and carried them off to God's knows where. Suffice to say that if I returned empty-handed, my commanding officer is like as not to put me on privy cleaning duty for a week. Must help me, my friend. Alright. You just are like, it's somewhere over there, right? On her... Oh no! We are making a direct ticket today, folks. On her own. Oh dear, whatever am I to do? Oh no, we're making it. I'm getting direct ticket. Forgive me, I didn't see you there. You have come seeking treatment, I presume. I'm afraid we're not taking new patients at the moment. You're not ill, you say. I'm sorry, I simply assumed. This isn't the infirmary, you see. Rather, I should say it used to be. My father ran it, you see, but he is no longer with us. Devoured by Simir at the Battle of Holminster Switcher, so I was told. I did not even have a chance to say goodbye. Oh, I am alone in this world now. There was one man, a member of the guard and dear friend of my father's, who promised he would look after me if things came to the worst. Then he was transferred to a distant and dangerous post, and thus I am unable to so much as share with him the unfortunate news. You look like someone who can hold her own in battle. Would you be so kind as to brave the road and convey my message to this man? Of course, I'll compensate you well for your efforts. The man's name is Neilden, and God's willing, who still stirs up Radis goes round. Pray seek him out and tell him that Kofus lives no longer. It pains me as a stranger to be the bearer of such grim news, but would mean everything to me. The road is long and fraught with danger. I would not get very far on my own. I cannot force you to do this, but can you find it in your heart to help me? Thank you, my friend. I have no words to express my gratitude. My name is Kalia. May I ask yours? A gentle name indeed. Thank you, Arya. Be safe. Alright. Graveyard's just back here. Any gremlins? Yes. Like the spittle from the floor, like spittle. Something about piss. I didn't see the other one. Bugger your Mara, you bugger. The other one's not talking anymore. Dang it! Oh, is that the... I'm sorry to blow the best you got. This is whatever. This is weak sauce. Hopefully not up here because my hand is not on the keyboard. And of course there's gonna be a line saying there's none here. Okay. And there's more. You're lower than the piss on the privy. That was the other line. They repeat. That's boring. So boring. Off over to another job once I get out of the lockout. Did my ears deceive me? The tittering and snickering is no more. Could it be? Dare a dream? We put an end to the gremlin menace once and for all. Oh, glorious. I was to say, thank you, traveler. All 4 jobs in your debt. Forgive me, I get carried away when the topic turns to those nasty buggers. Speaking of which, do you ever wonder where they came from? I could swear I never saw one of them before the flood. I heard someone saying that they first started popping up after the Crystarium was built. Then they came out of the tower. That's for the truth. Who can say? But all I know is that they are not bothering us anymore. That's good enough for me. Alright. Let's just head on west, I guess? Find this sack, find this historian. Doesn't look like a giant bird, but hey, I want this. The one? Just the one. Cool. There's our historian. I can see. There you are. I feared for a moment that you meant to leave me stranded here. Anyhow, as you can see, this place has seen better days. It's really a shame, is it not? I weep for all the historical treasures our realm has lost and continues to lose. In the event, let us have a walk about the premises and take a closer look. I mean to examine the courtyard. Why don't you circle the perimeter and take stock of what you see? Oh, yeah. It would make it difficult one on you. Is it up here? Yeah. It's not to open the weighty door, but its rusted hinges thwart your efforts. Whatever lies on the other side will have to remain a mystery. Need some rust be gone. It's down here, I guess? A stout rampart stands strong before you, though it has been weathered by battle and the elements. It seems in no danger of collapse. Annoying. The once proud castle wall has been reduced to a crumbling heap of rubble, no doubt having borne the brunt of Asynir's devastating attack. Our historian up here. Down here. There he is. Ah, you're back! Did you have your chance to make your way around the castle? Pray tell, how did it look to you? I see. If I might, allow me to pose an odd question. I realize that, unlike me, you are hardly an expert in such matters. But what do you think of this castle? Aesthetically speaking, that is. It's a pitiful wreck. A harsh judgment, but I cannot disagree. Why the sight of that once proud garden now overrun by weeds nigh brought a tear to my eye. The Eastern Bridge, too, has been all but lost. Truly a pity indeed. It is written in the histories that in the days of old, the elves held sway over all of Norvrant. Yet they had no interest in establishing a nation, as it were, and thus were gradually driven from their homes by the other races. Realizing that they had to fight with their lives to defend their claim to the source, their ancestral holy ground. With their lives, the once scattered clans banded together, uniting under a single king. So was born the nation of Lakeland, though Laxenloth flourished as the seat of its king. Shortly after, the elves allied with the humans and protected the source from would-be invaders for years to come. Events took a turn, however, some 100 years ago. Elven dissidents from the old guard who sought to restore their race to its former glory banded together under the auspices of a figure known only as a Shadow Keeper, and a bloody revolution began. Laxenloth, so proud and glorious, was bathed in fire and stained with blood, the beginning of the devastation that would continue with a flood and beyond. But going back to the revolution, I came across a most fascinating theory. You see, one school of scholars posits that... Forgive me, I tend to get carried away when the topic turns to history. I was returning for a job that I might properly reward you for your assistance. Good. I didn't want to read anymore. There you are. Something I can do for you. Sanya's got Colfus? Say it ain't so. The bully fool! How many times did I tell him? Forget that damn battle and stay home with Kalia. The girl needs you. But did he listen? Forgive me, friend. It's just the man was like a brother to me. Anyhow, I'd like nothing more than rush to Kalia's side with you, but I can't very well run off like that. At least not without finding someone to cover my post. If you could spare a minute, maybe you could have a talk. Go have a talk with my superior. Captain Mines is Mines is a stern man, but also a reasonable one. Ugh. I reckon he wouldn't begrudge me a brief respite to see the girl. After all, she's almost family. Can't thank you enough, friend. You'll find the captain inside the tower. I best be getting back to my post. I look forward to hearing the good word. There you are. Colfus slain by Asynir? Are you certain of this? Truly, this is a sad day for our cause. He was a fine physician, one of the best we had. I have long since lost count of how many men were plucked back from the brink of death by his hand. He was also one of the bravest men I knew. Though he was no warrior, he did not hesitate to venture beyond the safe walls of the Crystarium and tend the patients on the front lines. It was in this spirit that he chose to establish the infirmary at Fort Job. But he is gone now. We must carry on without him. As for Neilden's request for a leave of absence, consider it granted. Tell him to do what he must for Colfus' girl. We'll see that his post is covered. In truth, we can ill afford to lose even a single good man at a time like this, and yet there are certain things that must not be compromised. Tell Neilden he may go to the girl's side with my blessing. Oh, there you are! What's good word, friend? Captain said what? Must be going soft in his older age. I figured he at least had told me to hurry back. I'll just show you what people thought of Colfus. He was a good man, treated every patient with dignity and respect, be they prince or pauper. And he wouldn't think twice about risking his own life when others' lives were in danger. He could barely swing a sword, yet it wouldn't stop him from braving monster-infested forests, roads roamed by sinners, and God knows what else. He even showed his face here at the round from time to time. Of course, that's what did him in the end. Yeah, I reckon he died with no regrets, save for leaving poor Kalia behind to fend for herself. Anyhow, you have my thanks, friend. With that, I'm best prepared to hit the road for someone else who needs me. Carrying on. Well, there's nothing to be gained from standing around here and moping. Kalia needs me, so I best take to the road. Colfus lost both his dear wife and parents not long after the girl was born. Raised Kalia all by himself, he did. They weren't rich by any means, but still he saw that she wanted it for nothing. Can't even imagine what the poor girl's going through all alone in this dangerous world. As Colfus' closest friend, it's my duty to be the heir for her and see to whatever she needs. Come to think of it, don't suppose you'd be interested in coming along. I'm just one man. Looking after Kalia isn't likely to be an easy task. Your lifesaver, friend. I'm sure that it'll mean the world to the girl. And with that, I'd best be gathering my belongings. See you back for a job. Uncle Neilden, you came all the way here for me? You are you? How can I ever repay you for your generosity? Think nothing of it, girl. Poor thing. You've been through more than any child should have to suffer. Don't you worry. Uncle Neilden and Aunt Arya are here to see to your every need. Aunt? You truly are too kind. Everyone's been... Why, even those here in the fort I have never spoken to have stopped by to offer their sympathies. What have I done to deserve such kindness? Reckon your old man is to thank for that. People loved him, Kalia, and they knew that his daughter and assistant is cut from the same cloth. You've got nothing to feel guilty about. What are you saying, Uncle Neilden? It's my fault. All of it. I never should have let him go to that terrible place. Don't even think of blaming yourself for that, Kalia. Father went there because he felt it was his duty. 100 men couldn't have stopped that stubborn bastard once he made up his mind. Yes, that's what everyone tells me. The father was a talented physician and a great man. He was a hero who did not shy in the face of danger and sacrificed himself in the name of our cause. Yes, I know. And yet, to me, he was my father. As cruel as it sounds, I couldn't care less if he died a hero. I want him to live. Still, he left me. He didn't even give me a chance to say goodbye. Kalia, your old man may have left you here, but he never left his mind and heart. Not for one moment. You were more important to him than anything. I know this, and yet I do not understand his duty, his patience, his daughter. How could any one man be so selfless? Did he never stop to think of himself? Forgive me, my friends. I am still feeling a bit overwhelmed by it all. No apologies needed, girl, and you've had it harder than any of us. And yet, we have to carry on without him somehow. All of us do. So tell me, Kalia, what do you plan on doing now? The sick and wounded still show up at these doors. My heart aches for them. Yeah, I am but a physician's assistant. I cannot simply offer them the treatment that father once did. And so I think I will head for the Crystarium. I'll shut the doors of the infirmary, sell the furniture and equipment for what little they are worth, and use the coin to fund my trip. Perhaps that would be for the best. It'd be safe there at least, and as good a place as any to start a new life. There's a residence hall there, catenary as they call it, where they give room and board to refugees and others looking to make the Crystarium their new home. You can take shelter there until you find a job and place that you're on. Say, Arya, would you mind going ahead to make the arrangements? The boy, still calm. There's an acquaintance of mine. Space is always tight, but let him know of Callie's situation. I reckon he'll be able to find a room for her. Can you begin to express the depth of my gratitude, friend? Thank you. But before we go back to the Crystarium, let's turn these in. Welcome back, friend. You found my supplies, yes? Oh, please say you did. Just the thought of scouring the privy with a toothbrush again is sending shivers down my spine. Could it be? Oh, but it is. My sack. My lovely sack. And those looking rather worse for wear. The contents appear to be entirely intact. What exactly are the contents, you ask? Among other things, there happens to be a remarkable device that's been entrusted to us in a guard by the Crystal Exarch himself, who said to have exhumed it from the Crystal Tower. Most simply looks like a pretty round gemstone. It somehow has the ability to measure the concentration of ether in the air and matter around us. Needless to say, it's not something anyone, not even the artisans at the mean, can just toss together. If I had lost it for good. But thanks to you, I don't have to think about that anymore. Now do I? I know it isn't much, but please take this as a token of my thanks. With that, I'd best hurry back, lest I get punished anyway for my tardiness. Fare thee well. Alright. Oh, wait, what's up here? Welcome back, friend, and thank you once again for your invaluable aid. Take pride in knowing that you have made a great contribution to historical scholarships today. Pray accept this as a token of my thanks, and with that, I had best return to my studies. Farewell. Alright. It's down there. Got it. Hello. Greetings and welcome to Catenaries. How may I be of service to you today? A young girl has been orphaned at Fort Job, you say? This is tragic indeed. But worry not. A room has just opened up earlier today. Reserve it for Miss Kalia straight away. Your timing is most fortunate. Ever since the Red Homeminster switched, refugees have been pouring in day after day. Rooms can only hold so many. So don't worry, we will do everything we can for your young acquaintance. But there are others here who have suffered similar tragedies and can doubtless sympathize with their plight. She will be among friends. Needless to say, I and the rest of the staff who will watch over her closely and see to her needs until such time as she has acclimated to life here in the Crystarium. Let her go in safety, and that we look forward to welcoming her to our halls. Now we're back up here now, huh? Welcome back, Arya. I cannot thank you enough for all that you have done for me. I very much look forward to settling into my new home at the Crystarium. Yeah, I fear there's been something of a complication. Uncle Neilden and I had all but finished packing my things when but forgive me a moment. Let's collect my thoughts. Because we gotta go to the next quest in her father's footsteps. My apologies, Arya. I fear we have a bit of a situation on our hands. While you were away kindly making arrangements for me at the Crystarium, the young man was rushed here with the most horrific symptoms. One of the new recruits here at Fort Job, nasty fiend, got him. One of those damn treemen and got him bad. And his brother in arms tell it, he was lucky to survive. Sadly, he won't be surviving much longer in his current state. See, the beast that nicked him had some nasty venom in his claws. The way the poor boy is convulsing is probably spreading through his body even as we speak. He's resting in bed for now, but if we don't do something soon... Searching through father's belongings, I found a book containing recipes for a wide variety of antidotes. Instructions seem clear enough. I am confident I can mix one up, provided I had the proper ingredients. Fortunately, that's easier said than done. The most vital ingredient is a swab of the original poison with which the man was stricken. Furthermore, the medicine must be mixed immediately after obtaining the sample while the venom is still fresh. We know precisely which type of beast did it, and they are all more than plentiful in these parts. We would not have to travel far to procure the poison, provided we had someone with the strength to fell the fiend. Soldiers here have been so kind to my father and me. I cannot simply let them down in their time of need. Oh, Arya, I beg of you. Will you help me? You can count on Neilton too, my girl. I'm no slouch in battle after all, or have you forgotten? Thank you, Uncle Neilton. No, you must stay here with our patient. Make sure that he has water to drink, and tell him I will return shortly with the antidote. I understand. Watch yourself out there, Kalia. Alright, Arya, we have no time to lose. The creatures we seek lurk in the woodlands just west of the fort. I will meet you there. Arya, there you are. Here we are, Arya. These those nasty living trees. These are the fiends that poisoned the poor soldier. Here's a file you may use to collect the sample. Father's residents made it clear that the venom is quick to break down. If too much time passes, I will ask you to collect a fresh sample. Also be warned, these beasts are not likely to part with their poison willingly. Like as not, you'll have to weaken them somewhat before they allow you to get close enough to do the deed. Safe area. I'll stand by here and prepare the rest of their ingredients. Oh, of course. Alright. Well, I don't actually do the item, which I just have to beat him up, take their lunch money, and get out of here. I like doing that. Maybe. Yep, yeah, it's not my key item, so... Damn, not taking their lunch money it is! Okay, well that worked. Whatever I did. I think it's just random luck, right? Probably. Is that what I think it is? Yeah, perfect. Yes, I do believe this is exactly what I need to mix up the antidote. For true calling. This shouldn't take long. Keep a lookout and make sure no nasty fiends sneak up on us. That should do it! Quick now, we must hurry back to the fort while the boy still draws breath. Thinking only of her patient, Kalia runs off ahead, unaware that the scent of the medicine may attract unwanted attention. Be wise to go after her. Yeah. Good job. Hello there, deadly Draco. How are you doing? I'm sure to beat you up and take your lunch money. But I actually don't want the lunch money, I got enough. I'm good. Thank you. I was not thinking before I knew it. The beast was upon me. Fortunately, I'm unhurt. The medicine is safe. It's a miracle. No, it was you, Arya. I shouldn't even think of what would have happened if you had not rushed to my side as you did. My foolishness has already cost us too much time. Come, we must hurry back to Fort Job before it's too late. Alright. can do that. As long as you don't give me another quest after this. Good to see you back in one piece, friend. Callie's inside, tending to the boy. I reckon we should leave her alone until the job is done. As treatment is complete, the poison has been flushed from his system. Though it will take time for him to regain his strength, the man will live. My hair? I simply tie it back, the way Father always did when he was working. He would always say that he wanted nothing to block his field of vision when examining his patients. Wicked wife, you ain't the spitting image of him. And mind you, I ain't just talking about your looks. Whatever do you mean, Uncle Neilden? The fire burned in your eyes, the way you couldn't think of nothing but the poor boy who needed your help, the way you didn't hesitate to fling yourself into harm's way for his sake. I swear it's as if your whole family's determined to send old Uncle Neilden to an early grave out the sheer fright. Like father, like daughter, for better and for worse. Is it possible that I resemble a father more than I thought? Aye, girl. And not just your own father, but his father before him. Never met him, but I did, and I can say it for certain. Coming from a long line of folks with more compassion than common sense. Colphus's father wasn't a healer, but a soldier, one of the first members of the Crystarium Guard. Time and again, he put his life on the line here at Fort Job to keep those who were building the city, building the city safe. Ugh. To Colphus and I, he was a hero, and so we swore a vow one day that we'd follow his footsteps and protect the people of this land from danger. That's how I came to join the Guard. Colphus, on the other hand, was never much. Would for fight. He struggled with this at the first, but eventually he was able to find a calling of his own. And whatever he lacked in brute strength, he more than made up for it with his courage. Courage I see is alive and well in his daughter. Courage, indeed. Wouldn't you agree, Arya? You're no stranger to acts of risking your life for the sake of others, after all. Him? Come now, Uncle Neildy's no fool. Don't think I haven't heard from my fellow guards about your rescue mission with Captain Lena during the raid on Holminster. Rushing into the dynasty nears just to save those poor villages. That's a selfless act of courage and self-sacrifice if I've ever heard of one. Is this true, Arya, that you risked your life, very life, to save the people of Holminster? But they were strangers to you, yes? How was it that you were able to put yourself in peril for the sake of total strangers? I couldn't stand back and do nothing. I see. So you did what you felt you had to do. Thanks to you, it's finally clear to me. I know what I must do. Arya, Uncle Neilden, pray send word to the Crystarium. I will not be needed in the room. I intend to stay here at Fort Job and carry on Father's legacy. I know this is a dangerous place, and my own skills pale in comparison to his. Yet there's no one better equipped to tend to these people. I would do what I can. What I must. We'll just not skip the cutscene. Father left behind a wealth of knowledge. If I study diligently and work to hone my skills, then one day perhaps I'll be the healer he once was. Ah, my girl, I reckon you just might. None can say what tomorrow will bring, yet this I know. You've already done your father proud. Only a stubborn bastard could have been here to see this day. Thank you for always believing in me, but my journey to follow in Father's footsteps has only begun. That's the spirit, girl. Remember, you needn't walk the path alone. If you're ever finding yourself overwhelmed by it all, you can always give Uncle Neildy a shout. Thank you, my friend. I will. And you, Arya. I was but a stranger to you, and yet you have shown me more kindness than anyone. Your selflessness has inspired me to find something deep within me that, were it not for you, I would have never known was there. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. It's what I'm here for. Bye! Thanks for keeping us from Raktika. I mean, what? So yeah, next time we'll go ahead and head for Raktika Greywood. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider liking, commenting, and or subscribing if you really enjoyed it. Consider supporting the channel. All support greatly helps to keep being content like this and more. You can find links for that in the description along with links to me on social media. So thank you again for watching, and until next time, there's no huts around, is there? Just kind of looking. No. Until next time, this is rinimt signing out. Bye! Yeah, it's just right here. Bye!